All right, let's talk about male robots. Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. Please thumbs up the video. We were doing well for a little bit, and then I guess people just dropped off. I need those thumbs up, and I need comments. This one should be a doozy, so don't hold back. Go ahead and talk about whatever you want to talk about. So it was leaked to the press that male robots were coming out. There, it's sort of the second iteration. The first iteration was female robots. Uh, Now we have male robots, but they're not anywhere near as equal to the female robots, and we're going to talk about that in this. Okay, so in the first sentence, the female reporter says the male species will be extinct due to male robots coming out. Now, what she didn't say was that the only thing robotic about this male robot, quote unquote, is the appendage between its legs. Yes, the appendage between its leg on the male robot is the only thing robotic, if you understand. But when the specs of the male robots came out, that you plug it in and it goes all day and all night long, women complained. They also complained that the male companion robots were made through the lens of a man. While these women are completely right that they are made by a man, what they didn't know is that they are made for men. Even in the male companion robot market, male dollars are the ones demanding them, not women. So even in this industry of companions, male dollars are the only ones that speak loud and clear. This shows you that most of all of the laws that have been instituted for to favor women were made by women, with women in mind to benefit. When it comes to industries that are not in the public eye, don't want any public exposure, and are predicated upon the straight supply versus demand, women have zero influence over it. And while women are rampant consumers, they don't really dictate any actual demands in any industry. Now, before you think that women are dictating anything in food or children's products, they absolutely are not. There are toxins in almost everything in every industry that targets women. Men, on the other hand, can readily say no. In fact, entire portions of products trying to target men have failed because men said no. Now, on the truth about these males companions, robots, 90%, I want to say he said 90%, it might be 99%, are ordered and paid for by men. I'll not go into the why or for what's. I'll leave it at the demand is by men, not women. So, of course, it's going to be dictated by men. I term this a false start that it leaked into the public journalists. They completely thought male means it was meant for women. One magazine went so far as to bring in a psychologist to explain why the male companion robot didn't seem caring and gentle and able to listen to the women. What the psychologists did get right was that there's a divergence in wishes for companionship. What she got completely wrong was what's the divergence? There's the straight male and there's the not straight male. I'm actually using a fast and loose definition of straight. I'm using straight to mean WYSIWYG men in the bedroom. For those who don't understand what WYSIWYG is, can somebody please explain to me to them in the comments what WYSIWYG means? And by that, I mean there is zero surprise, but also zero imagination in the bedroom. All other men are non straight. Biologically speaking, all men have all of their sex organs in a tiny area. Because of this, some sex organs are located in the anus. If that organ is stimulated during adult performance, quote unquote, it makes for an increased adult experience, quote unquote. This is why some men prefer stimulation in the anus, and it has nothing to do with their orientation. This is what a lot of men are being told they are one thing when in fact they're not that thing at all. It's simple biology, has nothing to do with orientation. If somebody wants to explain that a little bit more in common terms, please do so in the comments. So all non-straight, quote unquote, non-boring men can use all sorts of tools and have all sorts of fantasies with a male companion robot. He can complete those fantasies without anyone judging him or even knowing. If you don't get it, go look up beads. They have some sort of name, something beads. I don't know what it is. Now, here's the real divergence of male versus female companion robots. As far as my research has taken me so far, all male robots or life-size adult male dolls have only one thing. They are only used for one thing, if you know what I mean. The female companion robot, though, do everything under the sun. They wash dishes, they clean the house, they do the laundry, they cook the food, they tutor the kids, they watch TV with you, they compliment you, they hold long, loving conversations with you. And on top of all of that, they perform all wifely duties, from adult relations, if you know what I mean. They have an artificial womb to carry a baby, and they even imprint children. Now, that has been around for ages as far as the imprinting children. They did so with monkeys when I was a kid, and they studied the imprinting of the infant monkeys versus not imprinting the infant monkeys. And the infant monkeys died if they did not have some sort of companionship, any companionship. That is a huge divergence. The men that want the male companion robot are only looking for one thing. There is no demand by women at all. And if my numbers are correct, one woman asking for a girlfriend, best friend type male robot companion is not going to subtly change the industry. That means that women just don't want to, just like women don't want to play football, they don't want to go to the army front line, they don't want to go. They don't want to build skyscrapers, they don't want to dig ditches, they don't want to go be a coal miner. They don't want it. It's not in them. Trying to make some sort of law to force some company to punish some company to make it more accessible to women will do absolutely nothing. There is no demand for it. I'm saying that to give you a clear indication of how just crazy the society is right now, where we are actually punishing companies. We're not making it easier for women to go into science. We're not making it easier for women to go into acting or modeling or whatever they say, computer programming. We're not making it easier. We're punishing people based on some criteria that have been come up with by Congress, ultimately by Congress, right? There is no demand for a female linebacker in the NFL. No amount of punishing the NFL will generate a woman who suddenly says, "Oh, all my life I had wanted to be a female linebacker, and I just simply needed you to punish the NFL to get me to be able to join the NFL." There you have it. So the claims by female journalists that men are over is simply a mass delusion. Sorry, ladies, you either get a man or get a few cats. Again, you don't have options like men. And why? Because women aren't demanding it and don't want to spend their money on any other options than men. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. I need to do another subscription drive to get to 100,000 or 150,000 or 100,000. Thank y'all for watching.